One of the hardest things for somebody new to this, especially doing episodics like this, is remembering which episode you're on. This is episode 6 in the Pak64German version of Simutrans. Running that Pak64 Germany version. I've got the finances under control. We've got a black ledger for the first time in a long, long time. I'd have been interested to have been inside, but I did have to step outside for a few minutes. Catch the mail and things like that, you know. Simple things, simple things. We're looking over and 63,000, making good money. Now we can start thinking about expanding this system, and it is still running just a tad bit fast compared to what it was when we had it at standard. Bringing it back down. I don't need it to run. I'm good with running at the slower speed. I know a lot of people probably prefer that faster speed, but we're going to take and slow down for a few minutes. Now, the sawmill's there. These two guys go to that. Over here, we've got a market with a grain farm and a brewery. Okay, we can serve that down the road. I'm trying to keep our system nice and fairly tight. I also kind of want to start laying a main line that runs from where our junction is now at the vineyard, the wine press, and take it over towards Nottingham, Swansea, Sheffield region, one of those. So that would mean a straight line here, curving down just a little bit to avoid some of the climb, and then across. And we'll pick up a tourist attraction and serve Swansea, Sheffield, which will get us a true Crossmap train. So that's what we're going to lay, and then we will pick in by some adjustments what we want to do. Now, I can afford to do digs, so I can do a cut here. And I think initially I'm actually just going to make one cut. I am trying to avoid all already on map items. And we'll make another cut right here. Connect back up that to there. I'll leave this. I'm going to kind of jog for this. And then we said we were going to kind of avoid straighten out just a hair bit, and now go this way. A little bit of a jog there at the end to avoid a climb. We're initially only going to have one train on this, but I have a feeling down the road this will take off for us. I'm going to put a depot there. Coming out just about perfect for avoiding a lot of our It's just rocks. I don't mind taking out rocks. Let's double check. What is that? Group of rocks. And then we said we wanted to pick up a station here. So we're going to kind of lay a station, 3 station there. Go ahead and lay in our 2 bridges that we've needed so far. 3 bridges. We'll probably jam up on the bridges, but oh well. I do see a break. If you see it right here beside me. Now that's fixed. Look for that black mark. Leave that guy for a future depot or spur line. One of the two. We'll use him somehow. Clean him up at a later point. Connect that. And then which is this? Sheffield and Swanfield? How about we do it just like right like that? There we go. And I'm going to make a combined station for the 2 towns and then serve it. Service it. Differently, and I'm going to rename it from what they want. Hyphen Sheffield Metro Station. Build us a little bit of a road network over here to give us our first setup. Close landscape. Close road tools, close rail tools. Open our stations. And over here again, I'm going to put in the mail station there, but in the towns not yet. We will upgrade the stations in a bit. Oh, this is covering just about everything. Oh, yeah, perfect. Okay. Over here, coverage like that. Coverage like that. Let's turn on our coverage. Get us 1 there. And 1 there. That covers a good chunk of the town, and I think I'm just going to take and ride with that for right now. 4 stops in each. Build a road section right here to have our SSM garage. And I always prefer to take and start my service before. I know I'm going to need at least 6 coaches. But at the same time, I really only need 3 because I'm going to double up some of the 2 of these, 3 of these down the road. This guy isn't that big. So we got our first town coach, and then we'll do a town coach over here as well. We can come back for these guys to improve service down the road. And we got a new grape car available, but it looks like it's a tow wagon, road vehicle. Yep. Now for the one that's going to take 2. Okay, we're not going to have them hold at either end. We're just going to have the stages go back and forth. They will very quickly build up so that we can do the rail line that we're going to do. We're actually going to put this to Cardiff first, I think, because Cardiff is still our biggest community. Double check that. Not by name, by citizens, please. Thank you. Exeter is. So if we go to Exeter, which we've got build up in, that would be perfect. Okay. So Exeter to these two. And that should be just about a Sheffield 1400, Swansea 2300. So real close match population wise. So that's a good choice. Unfortunately, we're not seeing much growth in anything other than Stirling, Cardiff, and Exeter, but that's because we haven't started service in anywhere but those towns. Stirling has the best service, really. I'm going to promote this to a line. That's the I remember I just hadn't been numbering my bloody engines either, like I was doing. Copy. So, make certain where these are going. Yep, so he goes to Sheffield, and then we'll set the other guy at Swansea. You go to Swansea first. That should balance the two out. And we now are ready to rock and roll with building our station. So we're going to connect in over here. At the far side. Do our connection. Once he gets clear of this, we will take this out. As well as that. And we probably should consider double lining all the way over. To here. this spot, we're going to have it sort of a different layout, aren't we? And as we begin the new layout here, I'm going to shift over at this spot. Clear that spot. Yep, good. Good. And now, because we're doing a much different flow, we will remove some rail line. So the Grapevine now going to join the future north-south main line here. These guys are going to come over to here, and we are going to take and do a increase here. Start doing a change on our signaling here. And to improve flow, we're going to change our signaling there. And this should improve the flow a little bit. Hopefully, they'll still take the wrong routing initially until everything's cleared up. And that should clear up the last signal error I've had. Improve our station up all the way. Uh-oh. How bad are we into the bankruptcy? Oh, wow. Yeah, we way overspent on this line. But we know we can do this, so we're just going to, once more, enter the free play mode for a little while. Keep our bankruptcy notice right there. We've got this set up. Now it's just put out one train initially. And we want the fastest train we got. 60 clicks, 45, 45, 45, 40, 50, 60. This is it. And we're going to do our schedule. So it's going to go from Exeter all the way over here to that Castle Ruin, back through the Castle Ruin to Exeter. Exeter is going to be a 50% load. Swansea is a 50% load. Make certain you set it so that it goes to Exeter first. Promote it to a line, and this is a Crossfire. Crossfire Cruiser. Got our first long distance passenger line in. Rail's got plenty of room with 90 clicks. We're good. Go to our finances to watch where we're at for a few. Go ahead and do a speed up in the time again. We're in March, only 21,000, so this isn't as good. But we did vastly increase our infrastructure here with this run. Another thing I got to do is throw one signal left. Got one signal I forgot. Coming in and off that line. Need him not to block up. Oh, that's a bad signal point. Beginning to realize these signals just after you come in can be a pain because they will jam up the system. Go along and remove those wherever I find them right now. I think that's got them all. Well, Prof's looking bad, but we just went into April. He's almost there. Probably could build a new route over here at Exeter and start doing the Salmon Street station stop there for our keep. Or what is it we got here? The medieval marketplace. I am kind of liking that idea for a stop. Looking at our town, it's grown a little bit, not much. It's within range. Most of what we had we were covering, so we're good. Our monthlies starting to get a profit. There's going to be a downturn initially because we've got a greater overhead. There goes the train. And of course, we didn't ride along with the train. Let's get on to the Crossfire cruiser. I thought I had the train. I had the station. Haha. Dumb me. And he's exactly half full. He's going to be pricey to run, and these first few times I think we will lose money until we start getting better than 50% load. I think 66 would have been a better amount. 66%. 2/3. 67. Wow, we just picked up people at that. Now that's interesting. Maybe he did run once and I didn't notice him. Full load. Full load. We're making money. Dumps about 1/3. This is perfect. This is perfect. We will be putting sidings and everything else on this line in another episode down the road. About the 30-minute mark, that's what I said I was going to cut it down to for the rest of the day. I'm Cali Jack. Have a better day than I'm having.